What about a chocolate bar? I don't mean a plain chocolate bar. But today you can buy chocolate bars that have almost anything in them. Nuts and fruit, etc. I mean, you can put anything into a chocolate bar. So, again, you have to make a decision. If the nuts or the fruit that are in the chocolate are only there to change the taste a little bit, to make it somewhat more interesting, then there's no doubt that the chocolate itself remains the primary ingredient. And all the other things that are added to the chocolate are secondary. And so the bracha, assuming we know what bracha to make on chocolate, but let's say in most of the world, the bracha to make on chocolate is shahakol. So the bracha that we make on this fancy kind of chocolate is also shahakol. Now what happens? You have to remember, what happens if the nuts break out of the chocolate? Eating, you're breaking the chocolate bar because you want to give some of it to the people sitting at your right, the others to the people sitting at your left, and the nuts fall out of the chocolate bar. So now you have chocolate and you have nuts. Well, you have to make a quick decision about whether you're still eating them together or eating them separately. If you're eating together, there's ikar and tafel, and it stays the same. But what if you've decided that you do like the nuts, or you don't like the nuts, or you'll eat them first, or you'll eat them last, and you won't really eat them with the chocolate at all? Then each one of them, the nuts on the one hand, each group, the nuts and the chocolate, demand a bracha, demand a bracha. Similarly, if you have food that's covered up, it has a chocolate cover. It was, after they made the food, they poured chocolate on it. Like, you had fish, you put chocolate on the fish. Do you ever try that? That sounds really awful. So that the bracha that you make is the bracha on the ikar, on the food, on the fish, and not on the chocolate that you put on top of the fish to hide the fish from the children who didn't want to eat it. So again, the idea that there's ikar and tafel is of significance, but you have to check to make sure you know which is the ikar and which is the tafel.